Good evening, friends. This is Juanita MORE, and I'm just heartbroken at the news of the stud closing. It's a huge loss to our community. I first want to thank the stud's previous owner, Michael McElhaney, for being one of the most vibrant people to run that club, and to the current stud collective, who has made every effort to keep the stud's legacy alive. When I was in high school, the stud was a place that I frequented often because they weren't really looking very closely at my ID that said I was 6 feet tall. Monday nights were particularly my favorite nights. They were so much fun. They were diverse musically. The people there were stylish and fashionable. They were freaks. It was such a great mix. One Monday night, I was hanging out and noticed at the bar, sitting at the bar, was Edith Massey from the John Waters movies, and I'm a huge fan, so I wanted to go over and say hello to her. So I go over to the bar and say, "Miss Massey, would you please dance with me?" And she turned and looked at me with that big toothless smile, and she said, "Oh no, honey, I just broke my arm." So unfortunately I didn't get a dance with Miss Massey, but I did get to meet her, which was fabulous. For being what I thought was such an oddball little kid, the stud was definitely a place that accepted my differences. It accepted everyone's differences. It wasn't until years later, when Juanita was born, that I started going there more frequently, especially on Wednesday nights, where I would perch myself at that front bar. And I'm telling you, I caused trouble from the minute I walked in that door till the second I left. A few years later, Heclina started T-Shack on Tuesday nights. And I think it was the second Tuesday of her party that I waltzed in there with my music, ready to perform on that little stage. And she informed me that my music wasn't part of the theme and that I couldn't do it. Well, I insisted that I perform, and I did. I'm sure that sounds familiar to many of you, but whatever. Over the years, I have made so many friends that are still part of my life. So I just want to give a big thank you to everyone that has helped support, attend, create, who's performed, who's DJ'd, who worked the lights, who was behind the bar, who swept up. I can't tell you how much I appreciate this nightclub in my life. It has really had a big effect on who I am today and how I move forward in celebrating being a queer in San Francisco. Loads of love, stud.